Alright, my name is Justin Creech, and I'm here to talk to you about the reason why NCAA athletes should be paid. And by a show of hands, how many of you play college sport?
Me.
I do.
Okay, 2 of you, that's great. So personally, I've played a college sport as well. But I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about like the income the NCAA gets, the poverty and scholarships, how they entertain us, and the opinions on about athletes getting paid. So the NCAA income yearly for 2011, 2012, the most recent year, which the audited numbers are available, the NCAA revenue was $871.6 million, according to NCAA.org. And this money, about 60% of it is handed out, but it's specifically to D1 programs, not the D3, D2, D1AA, and etc. And next I'm going to talk to you about the poverty and scholarships. According to the study, the University of Texas football players' fair market value was $513,000 in 2010, but they lived $778 below the federal poverty line and had a $3,624 scholarship shortfall. And I'm going to explain what a shortfall is. A shortfall is a failure to meet or the lack of with a scholarship. So these athletes owe this amount of money when it's not really a full ride scholarship. Duke basketball players were valued at $1 million while living just $732 above the poverty line and had a scholarship shortfall of $2,000. And as we all know, Duke is one of the best basketball teams. The University of Florida had the highest combined football and basketball revenues, while its football and basketball player scholarships left them living $2,250 below the federal poverty line and had a $3,190 scholarship shortfall. And with a scholarship, it's just an achievement one receives for sports or academics. And with sports, usually you have a full ride where you pay for everything, but obviously with shortfalls, you don't. And another reason why they should be paid is because they entertain us. And for basketball specifically, the Big East averages about $150 million in revenue for basketball. The Big Ten and the ACC average $133 million for basketball, while the Big Ten, SEC, and ACC per school average about $10 million. And here's a quote stated from the NCPA president and study co-author. We all know that big-time football and basketball players receive much less than they are worth, but the disparity between players' fair market value and what they receive and money that others receive is shocking. And while they're entertaining us, they have the same risk as pros, so why not pay them? Football players have injuries, and the thing is they have to play at least 3 years to go into the NFL. Basketball, you only need 1 year. Baseball, you can go right out of high school into the MLB, so I believe with these athletes practicing that they should be paid some sort of way. With practice, due to injuries, they can lose their scholarships, so they need some sort of money. And I'm going to talk to you about the opinions. Now, people may say that there would be an unfair advantage with bigger colleges paying players compared to smaller colleges. And I agree that would probably happen. So there's 2 good answers to that. There's the Olympic style. And the Olympic style is where the best athletes get endorsements from Nike, Under Armour, or Gatorade, whatever they want. So I feel if you're good enough, you will get your endorsements no matter what school you're at, if it's D1 or a D3 school like Methodist. So, and another way would be like work study. And so you fill out a FAFSA sheet, and the FAFSA sheet is just a way to see how much your parents make with their income and how much money you can make during work study. And so, and you can have a range. It could be from $1,000 to $4,000 depending on your family's economic status. And question and answers.
How much revenue do football players bring in to the school, the university?
Okay, well, I didn't really have the opportunity to look up what football players brought into the school, but because I did specifically basketball, but I will look that information up and get it back to you. Any other questions?
Isn't the NCAA a non-profit organization?
Technically, yes, because they don't keep the money that they receive from revenue. They disperse it among schools, like I said, specifically in D1 schools. So, and that's why they're based nonprofit.
So the NCAA is racking in millions, yet they pay no taxes.
Yes, obviously, yes. I mean, they get all this money, and it's 60% is what they hand out to like the D1 schools specifically, and I think the average they keep is like 4%. So they're still getting a couple million. So that's about it. Any other questions?
I feel like that's kind of illegal.
I would agree with you. Yes, back there.
You suck so much.
Come on.